Okay, let's just put this up first. Hello. Today is day 149 of our 365-day Bible read. Today, from the Old Testament, we're going to be reading 1 Chronicles, chapters 23, 24, and 25. And then we'll do the Bible study for 1 Chronicles, chapters 23, 24, and 25. Then we'll go on over to the New Testament and we are going to read John chapter 11, verse 1 through 17. Also, the Bible study and tomorrow for John chapter 11. We'll finish John chapter 11 tomorrow and we'll do the Bible study for John chapter 11 tomorrow. But yes, the Bible studies today for 1 Chronicles for all 3 chapters. They're all one question long. I think one of them are 2 questions long, but they're all one question long. And then, what is it? That we have only 2 more days of reading 1 Chronicles. We have, I believe, 4 chapters left of 1 Chronicles after today. So we'll read 2 one day and 2 another day. And all the Bible studies are literally 1 and 2 questions long for all the chapters till the end. So I think actually the last chapter of 1 Chronicles, I think it's like 4 questions long. But other than that, all the Bible studies are 1 and 2 questions long for this whole chapter. I mean, for this whole book. It's been like that. So yeah, today it'll just be, this will be a quick live. Because even the chapters that I'm about to read, they're like pretty short too. So short chapters, short Bible study. And we'll be like through with our Bible reading today in probably like 20 minutes or less. I don't know. As long as I'm not yapping off at the lips. So, okay, yeah, and I'm actually, what is it? I'm excited. We went and got some cherry pie. I was like fiending, like throughout my pregnancy. I haven't really had cravings. Like, I don't have cravings in my pregnancies. Really, I think, well, kind of like I only like Indian food. Like, it is so good. Indian food is the best food ever. But Indian food I crave a lot when I'm pregnant, and I never drink pop ever. I'm just a straight water drinker. I don't drink anything else, just water, or unless I make my fruit and veggie smoothies. But I'm just a water drinker. But when I'm pregnant, I drink pop. Like, I like pop, usually only at night. So like I'll drink like a can or 2 of some pop at night. So we try not to buy it, but today I wanted some pop, so we went and got some cherry pie because I was craving that, and we went and got some cans of pop. So yeah, so that's what I'm excited to eat after this live. And then I want some Indian food, so tomorrow I think we're gonna go get some Indian food. It is so good. Oh my goodness. I love it whether I'm pregnant or not, but it's gonna be so good tomorrow. It tastes so good when I'm pregnant. Even better. So anyways, all right, let's get to this. But yes, I can eat my pie. Okay, so from the Old Testament, 1 Chronicles chapter 23. David organizes the Levites. When David was old and full of days, he made Solomon his son king over Israel. David assembled all the leaders of Israel and the priests and the Levites. The Levites, 30 years old and upward, were numbered, and the total was 38,000 men. Excuse me. 24,000 of these, David said, shall have charge of the work in the house of the Lord. 6,000 shall be officers and judges. 4,000 gatekeepers, and 4,000 shall offer praises to the Lord with the instruments that I have made for praise. And David organized them in divisions corresponding to the sons of Levi. Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The sons of Gershon were Ladan and Shimei. The sons of Ladan, Jehiel the chief, and Zetham and Joel, 3. The sons of Shimei, Shelomoth, Haziel, and Haran, 3. These were the heads of the fathers' houses of Ladan. And the sons of Shimei, Jahath, Zena, and Jush, and Beriah. These 4 were the sons of Shimei. Jahath was the chief and Ziza the second, but Jush and Beriah did not have many sons. Therefore they became counted as a single father's house. The sons of Kohath, Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel, 4. The sons of Amram, Aaron, and Moses. Aaron was set apart to dedicate the most holy things that he and his sons forever should make offerings before the Lord and minister to him and pronounce blessings in his name forever. But the sons of Moses, the man of God, were named among the tribe of Levi. The sons of Moses, Gershom and Eleazar. The sons of Gershom, Shebuel, the chief. The sons of Eleazar, Rehabiah, the chief. Eleazar had no other sons, but the sons of Rehabiah were very many. The sons of Izhar, Shelomith, the chief. The sons of Hebron, Jeriah, the chief. Amariah, the second. Jahaziel, the third, and Jechamim, the 4th. The sons of Uzziel, Micah, the chief, and Ishiah, the second. The sons of Merari, Malai, and Mushai. The sons of Malai, Eleazar, and Kish. Eleazar died having no sons, but only daughters. Their kinsmen, the sons of Kish, married them. The sons of Mushai, Malai, Adar, and Jeremoth, 3. These were the sons of Levi by their fathers' houses, the heads of the fathers' houses as they were listed according to the number of the names of the individuals from 20 years old and upward, who were to do the work for the service of the house of the Lord. For David said, "The Lord, the God of Israel, has given rest to his people, and he dwells in Jerusalem forever." And so the Levites no longer need to carry the tabernacle or any of the things for its service. For by the last words of David, the sons of Levi were numbered from 20 years old and upward. For their duty was to assist the sons of Aaron for the service of the house of the Lord, having the care of the courts and the chambers, the cleansing of all that is holy, and any work for the service of the house of God. Their duty was also to assist with the showbread, the flour for the grain offering, the wafers of unleavened bread, the baked offering, the offering mixed with oil, and all measures of quantity or size. And they were to stand every morning thanking and praising the Lord, and likewise at evening. And whenever burnt offerings were offered to the Lord on Sabbaths, new moons, and feast days, according to the number required of them, regularly before the Lord. Thus they were to keep charge of the tent of meeting and the sanctuary, and to attend the sons of Aaron, their brothers, for the service of the house of the Lord. All right, so that was 1 Chronicles chapter 23. We're now going to do the Bible study for 1 Chronicles chapter 23. One question Bible study. Oh, I just remembered something. Okay, anyways. Okay, so 1 Chronicles chapter 23 Bible study. Why did David reassign the duties of some of the Levites? There was no need to move the ark any longer, so the Levites would be used for services in the temple. Okay, that was the Bible study for 1 Chronicles chapter 23. One question. And okay, so now we're going to go back and read 1 Chronicles chapter 24, then do the Bible study, which is one question as well, and then read 25 and do the Bible study for that, which is one question as well, but it's part A and a part B of it. So, okay. Okay, 1 Chronicles chapter 24. David organizes the priests. The divisions of the sons of Aaron were these. The sons of Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. But Nadab and Abihu died before their father and had no children. So Eleazar and Ithamar became the priests with the help of Zadok of the sons of Eleazar, and Ahimelech of the sons of Ithamar. David organized them according to the appointed duties in their service. Since more chief men were found among the sons of Eleazar than among the sons of Ithamar, they organized them under 16 heads of the fathers' houses of the sons of Eleazar and 8 of the sons of Ithamar. They divided them by lot, all alike, for there were sacred officers and officers of God among both the sons of Eleazar and the sons of Ithamar. And the scribe Shemaiah, the son of Nathaniel, and a Levite, recorded them in the presence of the king and the princes, and Zadok the priest, and Ahimelech the son of Abiathar, and the heads of the fathers' houses of the priests and of the Levites, one father's house being chosen for Eleazar and one chosen for Ithamar. The first lot fell to Jehoarib, the second to Jediah, the third to Harim, the fourth to Serorim, the fifth to Malchijah, the sixth to Mijamin, the seventh to Hakaz, the eighth to Abijah, the ninth to Jeshua, the 10th to Shechaniah, the 11th to Eliashib, the 12th to Jakim, the 13th to Hapah, the 14th to Jehebib, the 15th to Bilgah, the 16th to Immer, the 17th to Hezer, the 18th to Haphizes, the 19th to Pethathiah, the 20th to Jehezkel, the 21st to Jashin, the 22nd to Gamul, the 23rd to Delaiah, the 24th to Maziah. These had as their appointed duty in their service to come into the house of the Lord according to the procedure established for them by Aaron their father, as the Lord God of Israel had commanded them. And of the rest of the sons of Levi, of the sons of Amram, Shubiel, of the sons of Shubiel, Jehidiah of Rehabiah, of the sons of Rehabiah, Ishiah the chief, of the Izharites, Shilemoth, of the sons of Shilemoth, Jahath, the sons of Hebron, Jeriah the chief, Amariah the second, Jahaziel the third, Jechamim the fourth, the sons of Uziel, Micah, of the sons of Micah, Shemer, The brother of Micah, Issachar, of the sons of Ishiah, Zechariah, the sons of Merari, Mali, and Mushi, the sons of Josiah, Beno. The sons of Merari, of Josiah, Beno, Shoham, Zakur, and Ibri. Of Malai, Eleazar, who had no sons. Of Kish, the sons of Kish, Jaharmiel, the sons of Mushai, Malai, Eder, and Jeremoth. These were the sons of the Levites according to their fathers' houses. These also, the head of each father's house and his younger brother alike, cast lots, just as their brothers, the sons of Aaron, in the presence of King David, Zadok, Ahimelech, and the heads of fathers' houses of the priests and of the Levites. All right. So that was 1 Chronicles chapter 24. We're now going to do the Bible study for 1 Chronicles chapter 24. This whole book of the Bible, 1 Chronicles, has pretty much been reading a bunch of names. It's been a million names I've read. So just going through the descendants and things like that. So yeah, we've just been reading names, I feel like, since the first chapter of 1 Chronicles. So we'll be starting 2 Chronicles in 2 more days. After 2 more days, so we'll be done with 1 Chronicles. So I don't know if 2 Chronicles is the same way, just a bunch of names, but yeah. Okay. And they're hard to pronounce, so I'm doing the best that I can. Okay, so 1 Chronicles chapter 24 Bible study. One question long. How were the sons of Eleazar and Ithamar scheduled for service in the temple? Lots were drawn per each son of Eleazar and of Ithamar, 24 in all. All right, so that was the Bible study for 1 Chronicles chapter 24. We're now reading 1 Chronicles chapter 25 and doing the Bible study for that before going over to the New Testament. So this is a short chapter as well. 1 Chronicles chapter 25. David organizes the musicians. David and the chiefs of service also set apart for the service the sons of Asaph and of Heman and of Jeduthun, who prophesied with lyres, with harps, and with cymbals. The list of those who did the work and of their duties was, of the sons and of their the list of those who did the work and of their duties was, of the sons of Asaph, Zakur, Joseph, Nathaniah, and Asarilah, sons of Asaph, under the direction of Asaph, who prophesied under the direction of the king. Of Jeduthun, the sons of Jeduthun, Gedaliah, Zeri, Jeshaiah, Shimei, Hashabiah, and Mattithiah, 6, under the direction of their father Jeduthun, who prophesied with the lyre in thanksgiving and praise to the Lord. Of Heman, the sons of Heman, Bukiah, Mattaniah, Uziel, Shibuel, and Jeremoth. Hananiah, Hanai, Elatha, Giddatai, and Ramati Ezer. Jacques, Bekasha, Malathi, Hothar, Mahazioth. All these were the sons of Heman, the king's seer, according to the promise of God to exalt him. For God had given Heman 14 sons and 3 daughters. They were all under the direction of their father in the music in the house of the Lord, with cymbals, harps, and lyres for the service of the house of God. Asaph, Jeduthun, and Heman were under the order of the king. The number of them, along with their brothers who were trained in singing to the Lord, all who were skillful, was 288. And they cast lots for their duties, small and great, teacher and pupil alike. The first lot fell for Asaph to Joseph, the second to Gedaliah, to him and his brothers and his sons 12. The third to Zakur, his sons and his brothers 12. The fourth to Izri, his sons and his brothers 12. The fifth to Nethaniah, his sons and his brothers 12. The sixth to Bokiah, his sons and his brothers 12. The seventh to Jesharilah, his sons and his brothers 12. The eighth to Jeshiah, his sons and his brothers 12. The ninth to Mattaniah, his sons and his brothers 12. The 10th to Shimei, his sons and his brothers 12. The 11th to Azarel, his sons and his brothers 12. The 12th to Hashabiah, his sons and his brothers 12. To the 13th Shubael, his sons and his brothers 12. To the 14th Mattathiah, his sons and his brothers 12. To the 15th to Jeremoth, his sons and his brothers 12. To the 16th to Hananiah, his sons and his brothers 12. To the 17th to Joshbekashah, his sons and his brothers 12. To the 18th to Hanani, his sons and his brothers 12. To the 19th to Malachi, his sons and his brothers 12. To the 20th to Elanath, his sons and his brothers 12. To the 21st to Hothar, his sons and his brothers 12. To the 22nd to Gedaltai, his sons and his brothers 12. To the 23rd to Mahazioth, his sons and his brothers 12. To the 24th to Ramatai Ezer, his sons and his brothers 12. Woo! So that was 1 Chronicles chapter 25. We're now going to do the 2-question Bible study for 1 Chronicles chapter 25 and go on over to the New Testament and read John chapter 11. All right. 1 Chronicles chapter 25 Bible study. What was the service of the sons of Asaph, Heman, and Jeduthun in the house of the Lord? The sons of Asaph, Heman, and Jeduthun were used for music and songs using cymbals, string instruments, and harps in the house of the Lord. How many were there? There were 288 sons. Wow. All right, so that was the Bible study for 1 Chronicles chapter 25. We're going over to the New Testament and we're going to start John chapter 11 and read verse 1 through 17. And tomorrow we'll finish it and do the Bible study for it. Right. John chapter 11. I feel like I'm going to read more than to 17 because, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to read looking at how this is broken down in the actual Bible. I'm not going to stop at verse 17. I'm going to read John chapter 11 and I'm going to read to verse 27 instead of verse 17. Okay, just so I can finish out this whole part that it's talking about here. I didn't want to like stop in the middle of whatever it's speaking about here. I haven't read it yet, so I don't know. So, okay, so John chapter 11, we're going to read verse 1 through verse 27, and tomorrow we'll finish it by reading verse 28 through 57. Okay, so that's our plan. All right, John chapter 11, the death of Lazarus. Now, a certain man was ill, Lazarus of Bethany, the village of Mary and her sister Martha. It was Mary who anointed the Lord with anointment. It was Mary who anointed the Lord with ointment and wiped his feet with her hair, whose brother Lazarus was ill. So the sisters sent to him, saying, Lord, he whom you love is ill. But when Jesus heard it, he said, This illness does not lead to death. It is for the glory of God, so that the Son of God may be glorified through it. Now, Jesus loved Martha and her sister and Lazarus. So when he heard that Lazarus was ill, he stayed 2 days longer in the place where he was. Then after this, he said to the disciples, Let us go to Judea again. The disciples said to him, Rabbi, the Jews were just now seeking to stone you, and are you going there again? Jesus answered, Are there not 12 hours in the day? If anyone walks in the day, he does not stumble, because he sees the light of this world. But if anyone walks in the night, he stumbles, because the light is not in him. Let me read that part over. Jesus answered, Are there not 12 hours in the day? If anyone walks in the day, he does not stumble, because he sees the light of this world. But if anyone walks in the night, he stumbles, because the light is not in him. After saying these things, he said to them, Our friend Lazarus has fallen asleep, but I go to awaken him. The disciples said to him, Lord, if he has fallen asleep, he will recover. Now Jesus had spoken of his death, but they thought that he meant taking rest and sleep. Then Jesus told them plainly, Lazarus has died, and for your sake I am glad that I was not there, so that you may believe. But let us go to him. So Thomas called the twin, said to his fellow disciples, Let us also go, that we may die with him. I am the resurrection and the life. Now, when Jesus came, he found that Lazarus had already been in the tomb 4 days. Bethany was near Jerusalem, about 2 miles off, and many of the Jews had come to Martha and Mary to console them concerning their brother. So when Martha heard that Jesus was coming, she went and met him, but Mary remained seated in the house. Martha said to Jesus, Lord, if you had been here, my brother would not have died. But even now I know that whatever you ask from God, God will give you. Jesus said to her, Your brother will rise again. Martha said to him, I know that he will rise again in the resurrection on the last day. Jesus said to her, I am the resurrection and the life. Whoever believes in me, though he die, yet shall he live. And everyone who lives and believes in me shall never die. Do you believe this? She said to him, Yes, Lord. I believe that you are the Christ, the Son of God, who is coming into the world. Okay, so we'll stop there. I read a little more than stopping at verse 17. I read to verse 27, but there's more. So we're going to finish this chapter tomorrow of John chapter 11 and do the Bible study for it tomorrow. we are reading the New Testament, the chapters of the books of the New Testament. We're splitting them up into 2 days because there's less books of the Bible in the New Testament, and we want to be able to read both the Old and New Testament daily this entire year that we're reading through the Bible. So we're almost halfway through the year, halfway through 1 year of reading through the Bible. So yeah, once we hit like 183 days, yes, we'll be halfway through a year of reading the Bible. So that is so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Okay, so our day is complete. A quick recap of what we did today from the Old Testament. We read 1 Chronicles chapters 23, 24, and 25, and then we did the Bible study for 1 Chronicles chapters 23, 24, and 25. And then we went to the New Testament and we started John chapter 11, and we read from verse 1 through 27 instead of 17. So we read verse 1 through verse 27. So yeah, tomorrow we'll finish up and we'll do the Bible study for it. So I hope I'm not super blurry. This camera is dirty. I gotta clean it. I'm gonna clean it as soon as I end this. So, anyways, I love you guys. God loves you. You're important. You're important. You matter. You are worthy. You're valuable. You are enough. And God loves you. And I'm excited for us on this journey we're on. We're doing this. We're doing big things. So, okay, I love you. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for day 150, day 150. 150 straight days we've been opening our Bible and reading it. And not just reading it, doing a Bible study for it after. So that feels really good. Like, it feels good even just saying it. So, wow. Okay, so see you guys tomorrow for day 150. Night. Okay, this is different when it's okay.